So growing up, I would say, or I would describe myself as someone who was kind of a chronic YouTube viewer. I would spend a ton of time watching videos on YouTube, probably almost to an unhealthy amount. And now today, I'm making this video as someone who is not only still a YouTube viewer, but also a YouTube creator who makes videos on the site now. And this seems to be a common theme in a lot of origin stories for other YouTubers, that they started out consuming a ton of content before making their own content. Because of that, today I wanted to kind of talk about the reason why I think this happens and why so many creators start out watching YouTube content and then they transition into making their own content. And before we get into this, it's just solely from my experience and what I've seen from others, but with that out of the way, let's just jump into it. So much of this video is probably going to end up being a giant personal lore dump. But that said, first thing that I want to talk about is the experience of actually getting on the site for the first time as a viewer. Now, my first experience when I started regularly watching YouTube was when I was about 8 years old, and one of my friends started showing me all these like Minecraft YouTubers and all that, because that was the thing back then, was Minecraft. And he was showing me like DanTDM and Sunday, and I was hooked from that point on. And pretty soon after that, I was watching YouTube more than I was watching regular TV. And that was pretty much my introduction to the site and becoming someone who just chronically consumes content on a daily basis. So the second part to this video, or the topic that I'm going to talk about today, is the inspiration or realization that YouTube can create videos. This normally takes place when the viewer realizes something and something clicks in their head and they're like, oh, they realize, oh, I could be doing this or whatever. For 9-year-old me, this was me realizing that the people that were making the funny Minecraft brain rot that I was watching all the time back then were not like janitors or whatever other jobs you want to name, and that they were making videos full time. Like when I found out about like YouTube monetization and all that stuff, my mind was legitimately blown that people could make money from that and have it as like a full-time job. This led 9-year-old me to want to try that, and I made my own now deleted Minecraft Roblox channel where I would edit these completely unedited, unscripted, horrible videos that all got like only 4 views each, and they're all now deleted. But yeah, that's the inspiration phase. Deleted all my videos. Part 3 is what I'm going to call the dormant phase, which is basically when, there's the inspiration or the desire to create, but you're not actually creating anything. And this can vary in length from, I don't know, however long. It could be almost no time, or it could be multiple years. For me, it was after I deleted that channel when I was 9 and I didn't have any idea what I was actually doing, to when I was almost 18, because at first I hated the sound of my own voice when I wanted to make videos when I was like 11, 12, 13 years old. But my voice gradually deepened, I went through puberty, the whole thing. But then the issue became in high school. I thought that if I was making videos, I'd get clowned on by the other kids in school, and it was like a whole thing. I was too worried about what other people were going to think about my videos in high school. So I never made videos when I was in high school. That said, it could be for almost anything, for anyone. It could be like a life commitment, like if you've got a job or school or something like that that's eating away at your time to actually make videos. It could be lack of knowledge on how to make videos, like 9-year-old me didn't know how to edit. That's why I didn't, because I literally didn't know how. Fear of being on camera, that's something that I've made videos on before. Or it could simply just be, you're not necessarily feeling ready yet, which is totally valid, and no one's making you make anything, obviously. I mean, there's plenty of reasons as to why people might be inspired or want to create something, but they never end up making something, or they haven't made anything yet. But yeah, instead of actually making videos like I wanted to, I just spent a ton of time studying how to make good video and just watching more videos in general and imagining what it would be like to actually run a channel. So part 4 of this video is about actually starting. This is the part where things actually start happening, the videos actually start coming out. Now for me, it was, as I detailed earlier, when I graduated high school and I no longer felt the pressure of what other people would think about the videos that I was making, and I felt free to actually start putting stuff out there. My first few videos definitely, at least in my opinion, weren't very good.
Seems like now everyone wants to be some sort of YouTuber or some sort of online content creator. The 4th most wanted job amongst both Gen Z and Gen Alpha is to be an artist or a creator. But with so many people trying to make it, how come so few actually do? Well, the truth is that many small...
And they didn't do very well either. But, over time, you work on things and you can definitely get better. I mean, this goes for almost every creator. Anyone who takes it seriously improves their videos over time. And I don't think I know of any creator who has ever spoken really positively about their old videos in terms of them being good. They might acknowledge that it was an important step in their development as a creator, but they never think of their old videos as like particularly good, if that makes sense. But the most important part is done, which I think is actually getting started, because once you get the ball rolling, it gets easier and easier, because you build momentum over time. Once you get the first video out, that's the big thing, and then you're actually working towards something and pursuing something. Now, part 5 is whatever comes next. Now, I'm someone who believes that, YouTube social media creation is kind of like an open book, and everyone has their own unique story and perspective to tell, and everyone has their own unique journey in front of them. This can mean so many different things for so many different people, and I honestly don't really know too much what that means for me personally, but I really do feel like I've started to build something with this channel, and I like what I'm seeing out of it right now. But with that said, thanks for watching, and subscribe so we can hit 100 subscribers.